So, I'm visiting my friends near Lublin, a lovely couple, and I would like to talk about meta-rhetorics, or to be honest, meta-analysis of language, narratives, stories, legends, myths, and so on. Any word that we take is an abstract. Any value that we take is an abstract. It is taken from General Semantics by Alfred Korzybski, that actually gave birth later to neurolinguistic programming. If we take, for example, the word knowledge, what is it in a higher sense? It is a cluster of organized information. What is organized information? It is a stream of data. What is a stream of data? Well, it is a flux of events happening in time. And so on and so on. We can think about any story, any myth in such a way, which is particularly interesting in the occult sciences or magic. For example, if we take the planet Jupiter as a physical phenomena, in hypostasis that would be Jupiter or Marduk, which stands for certain forces, certain associations, certain myths, certain rituals and ceremonies. Does it mean that everything is relative? No, because there are currents of traditions and energies that are linked to every abstract that human managed to symbolize and ideate throughout centuries, since it began to symbolize Homo symbolicus in self-awareness by ripping itself away from nature and making it the subject of its ideas, of its art, of its techne, of its work. So while we were driving in the car with a friend of mine, we were talking about Necronomicon. And we all know that it is a false text based on Howard Phillips Lovecraft ideas. But when we delve deeper into it, we understand it through phenomenology. And we understand it, for example, as the graveyards of forms beyond phenomena, beyond the shrouds, and so on and so on. We can metaphysicize and hypostasize everything. And what is the curse of most humans is that they reify everything. This is a cup with coffee. It's not a form that serves as a cup. It's not a piece of clay that was formed into a cup. It is a cup per se. But when we disassociate it, it's just a piece of matter utilized for the purpose of drinking coffee and other liquids, and so on, so on. Think about it. To reify means to subjectify things and make them appear as real. For example, language. Language is a tool of rhetorics, of influence, of persuasion, of sophistry. If we know how to use a language, we are the masters of the language and use all of its functionalities. Otherwise, we are reifying it as fundamentalists do. For example, when Christian fundamentalists believe that the end is nigh, because it is written in the Bible, they take it in a reified manner as something completely true without any hint of subjective interpretation. They take it for an objective reality and inflate it into some kind of a flawed universalism, which is a fallacy. So, before you reify stuff, try thinking about the symbolic aspect, the meta aspect of it, of the language, of the objects surrounding you, and of everything else. You won't create chaos out of it. I prefer to be a hermetic in this regard. I'm not a chaos magician, a chaotist. I prefer to organize chaos into intelligible wholes, into intelligible, understandable cosmos that is in order. And I believe that it's a greater perception that you may acquire than taking everything as if the final, true, objective reality. Same goes for senses. This grape is tasty only because my qualia and perception of the taste, as governed by biochemical reactions, tell me it's tasty. While in the Dionysian aspect, it may make me orgastic or think about pleasantries of bacchanalia and erotica. In an Apollinian aspect of rationality and order, makes me think about harmonia plantarum and how all the chemicals arrange and rearrange for the truth and the honesty of its taste to be sufficient enough to tell me it's pleasant. Thank you.